We are constantly told to cut sugar if we want to lose weight, but eating certain sweet foods can actually force the body to burn belly fat. Diet culture has convinced us to treat all carbohydrates identically. It tells us that a sugar molecule acts exactly the same in your body, whether it comes from a candy bar or an apple. This strict avoidance leads directly to aggressively bland meals. You feel constantly deprived, your energy crashes midday, and eventually the hunger takes over and you binge. Treating naturally occurring, fruit-based carbohydrates exactly like highly refined synthetic sugars is a biological error. It guarantees most diets fail on day one. Whole fruits act as highly active metabolic boosters. This microscopic cross-section diagram shows exactly how the sugar molecules in whole fruit are physically encased in a dense, woven web of dietary fiber and water. That mechanical barrier drastically slows down how fast the internal sugars can enter your bloodstream. Because the absorption is heavily regulated, your blood sugar rises gently. You completely avoid the sudden insulin spikes that trigger immediate sugar cravings. The biological structure of whole fruit rewires your body's chemistry. It signals your system to stop storing fat and start utilizing incoming energy right away. Let's look at the actual fat-burning tools at your disposal, starting with grapefruit. It works as a highly effective pre-meal insulin hacker. This timeline chart compares the exact same meal eaten under two different conditions. Notice how the bottom timeline shows a remarkably flat insulin curve when half a grapefruit is consumed 20 minutes prior, compared to the highly volatile spikes on top without it. Next, we have the berries, specifically blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. These act as your body's primary defense against internal inflammation. Cellular inflammation directly slows down your metabolism. The heavy concentration of antioxidants found in these specific berries reverses that slowing effect, letting your metabolic engine run at full capacity. When midday hunger hits, you need what we call the satiety sweepers. Apples and pears are incredibly effective for crushing cravings before they ruin your daily caloric deficit. There is one strict rule for apples and pears: you must eat them with the skin on. Removing the peel strips away the dense digestive fiber required to keep you full. If belly bloating is your main issue, bring in the digestion duo of papaya and kiwi. Papaya contains a highly specific enzyme called papain. As it moves through your digestive tract, papain physically breaks down heavy, complex proteins that would otherwise sit idle in your stomach. These fruits function as targeted biological tools that actively repair broken metabolic and digestive pathways. Some of the best tools for weight loss don't even look like traditional sweet fruits. Biologically speaking, an avocado fits perfectly into this category. It is loaded with monounsaturated fats. Instead of being packed away into standard fat storage, these specific fats bypass that process and actively target stubborn belly fat. If you need a massive volume food to satisfy a sweet tooth, watermelon and peaches are incredibly hydrating and contain shockingly low levels of actual sugar. Consume these foods correctly. This graph shows the massive, sharp red spike in blood sugar after drinking fruit juice. Juicing strips away protective fiber, creating a sugar rush that halts fat burning. Eating the whole fruit instead provides a stable, controlled release. Another major myth is that frozen fruits are somehow inferior to fresh ones. In reality, the rapid freezing process locks in the exact same nutrient and fiber profiles you get straight from the farm. Understanding these biological rules and knowing which stealth fruits to use prevents you from accidentally sabotaging your own progress with falsely labeled healthy habits. To get the most out of this arsenal, you have to match your consumption to your body's biological clock. The time of day heavily dictates the effectiveness of the fruit. In the morning, eating citrus like oranges or grapefruit on an empty stomach kickstarts a dormant digestive system and provides a clean energy boost. Right before a workout, grab a banana or a handful of berries. They deliver fast-digesting carbohydrates that fuel your exercise without adding excess fat to your daily total. When that inevitable 3 p.m. crash hits, deploy a high-fiber kiwi or an apple. It neutralizes the hunger completely and stops you from binging on junk food before dinner. And here is the ultimate rule. Look at this dual bar visualization showing a hunger defense timeline. The fruit-only bar depletes at the 2-hour mark. But when you pair that fruit with a lean protein, like Greek yogurt, the feeling of fullness extends steadily past 4 hours. The protein protects your lean muscle mass while keeping you satiated. Eating the right fruits at the correct biological times turns a standard, miserable diet into a calculated, highly enjoyable system for sustained weight loss. But even if your diet is perfectly dialed in, your weight loss might still be completely stalled. To find out exactly why, click the video on your screen right now to uncover the 5 hidden gut health secrets that are actively blocking your progress.